You said you were alright. Okay. I can take you there. Yeah. That's all you gotta do is say that one time. Okay. Yeah. Welcome back to another fat, juicy, and tender episode of Bravado Talk.
This is Anthony.
And I am Eddie.
What is up, Eddie?
What is up, Anthony? Well, it is pretty good. Hanging loose, like always. Making the best out of everything. How are you, man?
I'm good. We just had food.
Yeah, we just had dinner.
Bomb ass. What a buffalo? What is it? What is that?
The buffalo spot. The buffalo spot.
That's right. Yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, well, I mean, we're ready to go. We're ready for another episode.
Mm-hmm. So I guess for those people who are saying, you know, what is buffalo spot? Or I've heard of buffalo spot.
Have people been asking you?
No, but just curious. You know, I would ask myself these questions while I was listening to our podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty much it's fries with their secret chipotle sauce, and they put it's like popcorn chicken kind of, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then they put that on top, and then they put their hot sauce, and yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a nice spot.
Yeah, and they put cheese, and well, we try to have a little of pre-game ritual, if you will, for Bravado Talk before we get ready for another good episode.
Yeah, and what I like about it is that you order it, and they had it ready in like 10 minutes. It's pretty fast.
Well, we had to wait a bit, but yeah.
Well,
so, it was a little bit of cap, but we were late.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't want to tell the story. Anyways, let's talk WandaVision, because I think that's very important. Let's get started.
We got hit up on Instagram talking about us. You know, people really, some of our listeners really like that little segment of WandaVision that we had last week. But we don't want to make the whole episode of today make it about WandaVision. But
sure.
Yeah, so quick recap. This is episode 8. And
we're approaching episode 9.
We're approaching the season finale and the last episode 9 of WandaVision. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen WandaVision, just do it. Do it because not only is it a great show, but do it if you want to keep on in the Marvel trend and want to see all these new characters and want to know who's who and what's what. That's a good missing puzzle piece to the whole canvas.
Yeah, dude, for sure. If you like the Marvel movies and you're a big fan, you cannot miss this. It's a very crucial part of the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
And well, one thing too right now that we were kind of just discussing is the fact that we thought it was going to be 10 episodes, but it turns out to be only 9. Only 9, which is kind of shocking. I wish there was more, but that means that we can see the ending and finally reveal or see who was the big character that they're hyping up around WandaVision.
Yeah.
So who do we think is gonna be?
So just quick spoiler alert for those people who haven't watched episode 8. For those of you that do have, because some listeners wanted for us to talk more about the current episodes. Episode 8, I like to call it a filler episode.
Oh yeah,
just because you know it's all those things of how, what, and why. Yeah, and it was kind of like that whole episode was explaining of what actually happened, but not to go into specific details, but it gave a good introduction to Agnes, aka Agatha Harkness. Of where she come from and her background and how she got her powers and all this stuff and that. And we found out that what Director Hayward said was nothing but cap.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's the biggest piece. Yeah,
he was a capper.
Yeah, that is true. He was lying the entire time.
He broke the Sokovia Accords. Oh man, I don't know what number it was, but it's pretty much not making
sentient weapons, right?
Sentient weapons, yeah. And oh my god, I'm missing a big puzzle piece here. Oh, and Vision's last wish,
like his last
dying wish was for him not to be reborn, to be someone else's weapon.
Right. Yeah.
So he didn't break one rule; he broke 2 rules.
You know what? That's funny that you mentioned that. I didn't know about I forgot about the Accords thing. I didn't know that was
the Conquian Accords
specified in there. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. You need to pay more attention to your Marvel facts. Come on, G.
No, yeah, I completely forgot about that. I didn't know that. But that's a good point that you made, that it is a filler episode.
Yeah.
And all series have like that filler episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it in The Office where like...
But, you know, it's those filler episodes, at least for this season, maybe it's just because I love the season so much. Like, it's not boring, you know?
You know, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right.
Because some filler episodes are, like, really...
It's just random stuff.
Yeah, it's random.
It's like, let's just throw in there something in there, just make it fun.
Yeah.
But this one was informative. Like, this one told you, like, it gave you a background of, like, what happened then, why the series is the way it is, like, why did it start with the whole 50s sitcom and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Explains, like, how she got her powers and all that stuff. And which... I wasn't disappointed. Yeah, it was a good filler episode.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the things that you perfectly said last week was that it's crazy how the writers put so much thought into this.
Yeah,
and like it all comes together, you know.
Yeah, and especially because they bought Fox, so they have to tie in like the whole mutant thing in order to fit it into the because that was, for those of you that don't know, that was like a big issue that they couldn't use the word like mutant or X-Men or anything like that because those were property of Fox.
Yeah.
And now that Disney, the freaking big monopoly, owns them, now they're trying to address those issues and kind of tie it in.
Yeah.
To the X-Men series. So yeah.
But who do you think is going to be the final cameo? Well, before I say that, most people think that it's nothing but a bluff. That Paul Bettany trolled the whole Marvel fans.
Paul Bettany is Vision?
Yeah. And he went on an interview, you know, kind of, not ranting, but
just hyping it up.
Yeah, hyping it up, saying that, oh, like, you know, this actor I've always wanted to work with, you know, yada, yada, yada. He's a personal hero of mine. And he goes on and on and on. And we saw the end of episode 8, that post-credit scene. And most people are saying that it's
him. It's himself.
Yeah, it's himself.
So, I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully there is a big character reveal at the end. Yeah. Because didn't you say that there was going to be 3 characters that still were going to be revealed?
Oh, yeah. So I sent you a post. Okay, so kind of side story. I follow this page on Instagram. It's Marvel Facts. And, you know, shout out to them. If you want to go ahead and check them out, go ahead and check them out. What they say is always like credible, you know, like they don't make stuff up. And
straight from the source.
Yeah. And, you know, and I go to my carnalito Philip a lot if I have any like comic book questions, because he knows a lot about comic books. So he's always just like, oh yeah, like, you know, like that's right. Or, you know, he's very passionate about this stuff. He'll call you out on your bullshit if you're lying. But yeah, so in that post I sent you, it said that we still have yet to see 3 characters.
So we saw well, what were they? One of them was...
I mean, one of them has to be...
Agnes, right?
The new Vision.
Do you think so? Because one of them is Doctor Strange. But okay, maybe you're right. Yeah, it had to be the new Vision.
Yeah, so I guess now...
There's one more, maybe? Or is Agnes considered the third one?
Well, no, not really. No. So I guess this is what my question is kind of telling you is, so there's supposed to be 3 new characters to be introduced. Yeah. So from what I've heard, it's either going to be, well, obviously the most anticipated one, Doctor Strange. Okay. We have also, what else have you heard? So I've heard Doctor Strange, I've heard Reed Richards, and I've heard Magneto.
Reed Richards, Magneto, Ultron.
Okay.
From coming back from Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I think that's it actually.
And I don't know if it's gonna happen, but a lot of people are saying Mephisto.
Oh, that's right. There's that one too, huh? Yeah.
Mephisto.
We'll see. Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. We'll see. I only count until Thursday because I know Thursday I'm up all night and I'm waiting for that fire episode of WandaVision.
And this one has to be longer too, right? What did they say it was gonna be?
Who knows? Maybe the credits are shorter this time.
The 14-minute
The 14-minute credits. Those are the credits that get to you, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
But who do you think it is? Sorry, before we wrap this whole
I don't know.
segment on.
I can't tell you.
I mean, if you had to put your money on it, who would it be?
I think Ultron. Because I did see one video that made a good case of it. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, other than that, I wouldn't know. That's just my guess from that video. Because he made a pretty compelling argument. So.
Okay. That's valid. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be Magneto.
Dude, okay, now that one would be crazy. That would be super crazy.
Always... I hope. Yeah. I hope. I hope something happens. Something crazy will happen.
I hope so, too, yeah. Anyways, let's move on from this topic.
Yes.
So... Can you tell everybody what you are holding?
So, me and Anthony tried to do a different spin on today. We've watched several other podcasts, and it's always them just not talking between each other, but they're also doing something else, like whether that be building a puzzle, playing a game. So I told Anthony, I was like, Anthony, what do you think if we play
Barajas?
Barajas, yeah. So pretty much this game is called Conquian, and it's you start off with 8 cards. So you shuffle your cards. It's a Spaniard thing. You shuffle your cards, and then the gameplay is called Conquian. So you start with 8, and your whole goal, your objective to win the game is to get 9 cards. Mm-hmm. Correct.
9 cards on
9 cards on the playing field, if you will.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go ahead and give that a try. We're gonna see if we can't get distracted, and we're gonna keep on vibing with you guys.
Yeah. We'll just play along as we discuss, and I feel like one day maybe we can
break it.
Yeah, maybe we can one day record our podcast. What do you, like? I don't know.
Yeah,
that'll be.
I mean, it all depends on our audience.
If
they want to. We've been thinking about that just for our YouTube.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Videos to kind of have, and they're in chill. So.
But a little bit about Barajas. So, man, okay, so we went to was it the cabin when you brought him?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we went to the cabin, this guy was like, hey, do you know how to play this? And immediately I knew what they were because when I was in Mexico, I used to play this with my mom and my, I think it must have been I honestly can't remember anymore. I was so young, but.
Maybe you were in the womb.
I was not in the womb. But I was so young, and I used to play these, and we used to play for maybe 25 centavos or whatever, or pesos. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
All right. That's gonna be.
But yeah, dude, it brought a lot of memories, because again, we used to play this a lot, and the funny thing is, it's been so long that I completely forgot how to play it. I mean, I knew some of the rules. But then, I mean, you had to teach me how to make all the other moves and everything, which I had completely forgotten. But it's cool. It's cool. It's addicting. I like it. I mean, we even got the app and everything. And
okay. What? I'm not that addicted.
Yeah, you are. You were playing it the entire time.
Well, that's because that day you didn't want to play. Who else was I supposed to play?
I was playing with you. What are you talking about?
All right. So now you gave me your change. Oh, I got pretty good cards.
Yeah, I got pretty good cards too.
Yes, sir. All right. Who pulls? You pull or I pull?
Okay, so Eddie's pulling.
So I got a 6 of cups. I make my first move.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll draw this one. And now it's your turn. So I dropped the King of Swords.
I know. So, I'm like, I know.
So how has work been this week, Anthony?
So we finished a couple of projects last week.
Yeah.
Big projects, projects that I was that I had to deal on my own, or not on my own, but I had to kind of manage or whatever.
Oh yeah. I seen some of your work that you took up to the cabin.
Right. Exactly. Was that?
Yeah.
And so we finished that. We turned it in, and now more free. I guess
they already made their adjustments. Sorry, because I know you were like, oh, this needs review. This needs review.
Yeah. All that is done.
Yeah?
It's turned into the city and everything, and
go for it.
So now there's this other project that they need help with, and so I got I jumped into it and now we're working on it. So we need to get that done soon. Actually, we got comments from it, and
well, what's your time limit on it before it's due?
I'm not sure. They just told me to work on it. I'm not entirely sure.
So I have the 3 of Cups.
You already win already?
Yes, sir.
That was a terrible. That was a terrible game right there.
You're just not good. I'm sorry, man.
How? That's just luck.
You either have it in you or you don't.
How is that? You're stupid.
Oh wait, we're betting, right? This is a $3 game.
You didn't say anything.
Aw, come on now.
We're gonna play again?
Yeah, why not? One more. To make it interesting, go ahead and break it.
This is a weird episode right now.
So what's the time limit on your guys' to do a project? Like, do you have a specific time that it has to be due? Like,
I mean,
3 months, 2 months?
Probably like, yeah, it depends. Depends on what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
Like
and this is for the city?
Yeah, we only do, well, we don't only do, but mostly, yeah, most of these projects that we work on are from the city. Yeah.
Ooh.
If you know how to play Barajas, please put it on the comment section. Maybe.
And Anthony will go to you to challenge you.
I'll buy you a deck. How about that?
Wait, a what?
Wait, what?
Oh, what? What'd you say? What did he say?
Let the record show that Eddie has his mind in the gutter. A deck, stupid.
A deck.
Yeah, a deck.
Okay. Enunciation goes a long way, Anthony. All right.
Actually, you should just fix your ears.
Probably. All right, go ahead. If you want to go ahead and pull.
Are you watching my cards?
No, you want to pull?
Cards, right? I'll pull. I'll go for it. I'll take it.
Uh-oh.
I'll take it. Finally. This is going to be it right here.
I don't think so.
You already know.
I don't think so. You can keep on being cocky.
You already know.
You can keep on being cocky.
Cocky.
All right, yeah, I don't have this. All right, here we go. Now we're making moves.
Stupid. I'll probably put a timestamp if nobody wants to. If nobody wants to listen to this. Okay.
All right, go for it. I just think it's an interesting game. Oh no!
It is. It really is, honestly. And it has to do a lot with luck, with just what happened to you earlier. But there is some skill to it as well.
All right, you want to go ahead and pull? I already have all the ones, so you can't get any.
Oopsies.
You know how?
Oh, you stupid! I messed up.
Well, I saw your cards, which is nice.
Which one was it?
It was a 7.
Oh.
You're gonna need that.
I fucked that up.
You're gonna need that.
I fucked it up real bad. No, I ruined it.
There we go. All right, pull. Sorry, but going back to my comment, you know what I heard is a good.
What?
You know, well, so when I posted that I got my brand new deck of Baraja, I posted it on my social media, and you know who hit me up?
Who?
Steven.
He knows?
Steven Briseño, yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to my boy Steven. Yeah, he's like, dude, whenever you want. He's like, I'll just clap you. I was like, no way.
There we go.
No way, you won.
Congrats. You see?
It was all luck though for that one.
Exactly.
All I needed was a 10.
And I let you see my cards.
Oh yeah, there's no way I was going to win. Wow. All the way.
There you go, see?
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Looks like you're garbage too.
Alright, moving on.
Anyways.
Yeah, I don't think we could play and do a podcast at the same time. But hey, we tried it, and it just didn't work. I just get too focused.
You get too focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So
you don't say anything.
So I guess moving on from that kind of weird segment.
Yeah. It's something. We're trying new things. Let's see what sticks.
Yeah, and it's what you guys want to hear too, and what you guys like about it. But yeah, if you know anything Conquian, let us know, and either you'll drive to the studio or we'll drive to you. So moving on, Anthony, you know what's something crazy that I just heard about today? That Texas lifted their mask ban.
Oh, I saw that.
And they are now requiring for all restaurants and small businesses to be open 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, remember how we were talking about it? What we should talk about? And I asked that you told me that you had. Oh shit! I'm getting hiccups. Uh-oh. You told me that you had a thing, like some new information, and you forgot. But I'm glad you remembered. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Texas is mask free now or whatever. How could you say that?
Well, it's not Texas. It's Texas and Mississippi, and my source is CBS News. Texas and Mississippi to lift mask mandates and roll back COVID restrictions.
So pretty much going back to normal.
Yeah,
that's great, I guess. Well, what do you think about that,
dude? I don't know, because the whole thing that I see everything being clear is maybe in like 2 years.
What?
I think in 2 years everything will go back to normal. Won't you say?
When you say that, you mean
like maybe like do what Texas and Mississippi is doing?
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you're saying that in 2 years, are you saying it in the sense that everyone will stop wearing masks and live like how we used to? Mm-hmm. Or you're saying that in 2 years, all the other states are going to do exactly what Mississippi and Texas are doing?
Maybe the first one.
So okay.
So like my thing is that I give it an estimate of 2 years.
For everything to be
back to normal, yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yes. Sorry if I wasn't being clear.
Well, I thought you meant that in 2 years, we can do what Texas and Mississippi are doing.
Well, that too. Why not?
You don't think that's too long?
I mean, we just celebrated our 2-week lockdown that we had from last year, and it's our 1-year anniversary.
I mean, but we didn't have the vaccine.
I mean, we have the vaccine now, but don't you think it's too soon?
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I think that since everyone is getting vaccinated and everything, mm-hmm. It will be a slow process. I'm not saying that we should just immediately, but I think that based on the evidence, based on the science, the vaccine is proven to not be or to not have people show symptoms and decrease the spread of COVID. And I mean, and up to right now, like the amount of deaths and the amount of people getting sick from COVID, it has decreased. You know, it's been getting lower and lower.
So, yeah, I get that. I partially get that. So, as you know, I work in a fast food restaurant. I'm trying to get to your point, but I work in a fast food restaurant, and I've had my regulars, you know,
not coming with the mask, right?
Not coming in as regularly as you know they do,
mm-hmm.
And you know I'm starting to see them now, and I'm just like, oh, you know, like, hey, stranger, like, what happened, and all this and that, and they tell me that, you know, they're like, it's that damn virus that got to me, and I'm like, whoa, like, you know, that's crazy.
Like they got sick, or that,
yeah, like they got the virus, they got the COVID virus, COVID-19, and I'm just like, you know, I'm one of those curious people because I haven't encountered with it personally, but yeah, they're just like, you know, it's not like this common cold that people say, like it's not something easy, like yeah, it'll hit people differently, like some people will be asymptomatic, yada yada yada. And the whole thing is that now they're comfortable with kind of not wearing a mask because they've said that once you get COVID, you're still like 6 months free.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, I don't know if that's fact or cap, but most people aren't afraid with it. And I think that the numbers are decreasing just because of the sole purpose that a lot of people have already been infected here in California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, yeah.
So I agree. What makes you not think that the thing is declining?
Mm-hmm, exactly. Yeah. And that's my point. So I would say most of the people have gotten in this country because, you gotta think about it too in the sense of there's people that show symptoms and there's people that don't.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that go around living their own life, not even knowing that they have it, or they had it. Yeah. So I could probably, if I was a betting man, I could probably bet that most of the people here in the U.S. have already gotten it.
Yeah.
Right. So if that's the case, like you're saying, now they have like the antibodies and everything, and their bodies are kind of more used to it. Sadly, obviously, a lot of people have died, and the people that kind of, I guess, were supposed to die already died. But even then, like, it wasn't even the 1% that scientists were saying that was going to happen. It was less than the 1%, because 1% of the population would have been a couple like million or whatever. So, based on that, and based on the fact that we have the vaccine, I think that the numbers are just going to keep going down and down, and I think that the people that have been vaccinated can start loosening up on the rules. They can start kind of I'm not saying right now, but they could probably start visiting their grandparents and everything, people that they were afraid of, like of dying and everything and all that stuff. So I don't think I personally think that once we're more into like once we have a higher number of people getting the vaccine, I think that we can start easing it up on the rules,
like
of
the restrictions and the bans,
right, yeah.
and all those types of things. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, because I mean, like, that's the whole point of the vaccine. Like, once the vaccine is there to cure the disease. Like, why are we gonna keep wearing masks if I can't contract it or spread it, then what the fuck's the point of the vaccine? They might as well just keep wearing the mask. Like the vaccine is there for.
Well, I mean, yeah, and there's been some cases and instances where the vaccine doesn't guarantee that it'll prevent COVID-19. It's just kind of like a booster per se. Can you agree on that?
Well, what do you mean it's a booster?
So like, it's
what?
not like saying, I don't know, to boost your immune system, but it's not guaranteeing you. It's like a flu shot,
Well, it's 95% effective, so it's pretty effective if if it's 95%.
So you'd be confident enough to take the shot and walk outside without a mask, or I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, because it's harder to get it and it's harder to spread it.
Okay.
Yeah,
that could be valid. So, anyways, a report here on KTLA. LA County says rate of positive COVID-19 tests is lowest it's ever been. And here we have Gavin Newsom with something to say.
State officials are making a big push to get kids back into classrooms. They're offering school districts monetary incentives.
We incentivize opening up our schools by providing real resources to do it.
Governor Gavin Newsom and state lawmakers have agreed to give school districts $2 billion to safely reopen for kids in TK through second grade by April 1st, and districts in the state's red tier.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah. So it's pretty much kind of moving forward and kind of making the connection why it's, the COVID-19 test being low is that another like big theme about this whole thing is, Gavin Newsom reopening back up schools. What do you think on that?
I think that should have been done a while ago.
Really?
I think that should have been done with when Trump was in office as well, because when he was saying it, I mean, the science is the same. The science has stayed the same the entire time. The science says that kids are in less danger of not only getting it, but of actually dying from it, And I actually saw a lot of arguments from people like, oh, well, what about the parents and everything? Like, because they could have it and they could spread it, right? But it's not going to affect them like how it affect an older person. So I did hear the counter argument saying like, well, what about the parents and everything? And if you look at the data, it's mostly younger parents that have kids. it's not older people, you know. You're not gonna have a 65-year-old having a little kid and go to school, you know. So it's very rare. It happens. I mean, it's in, I wouldn't say you're in your situation, but you do have older parents. But to have most of the population here have kids and be older parents is not the case. It's mostly younger people, right? And even then, even they were saying that even if it is the case that those kids that do have parents with high risk, they could stay at home, but let the rest of the kids go. So again, the science has been there. The science has been telling us that kids are fine. But I guess now that we have the vaccine, it's fine. It's better, and I agree. I mean, we do. I mean, if you have the right, tools to clean the classrooms, to have the masks and everything that you require in order to have a safe environment, then I mean, why not? I think it should have been done a while ago. I don't think that kids, and I mean, not only kids but students in universities learn on doing everything online. You know.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do stuff online, and I've talked to my friends, and you know, I've seen cases too where people just end up falling asleep and everything. People end up waking up late, staying up late. Like they're more depressed.
Like making it less productive.
It's less productive, but it's also not good for your health, like mentally, you know, because you're stuck at home. You're sitting and you're just sitting there like looking at a computer and everything, and you just can't learn that way. And so I do support kids going back to school. Yes. Well, what about you? Like, what do you think?
Okay, so from I'm only saying this just because my girlfriend teaches at a private Catholic school, and this is their first week as students returning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's gonna be in the classroom with the kids.
Well, yeah, but so it's kind of like roles have reversed, where it's like, you know, private schools aren't as big as public schools per se, but so like let's just say there's like 26 sixth graders, you know, like 20 seventh graders, yada yada yada. So it's those kids that are staying in one classroom as their own classroom, and the teachers are rotating to teach their different subjects that they're teaching the kids. Now that's fine. I guess that's fine for me. You know, I just worry about my girlfriend's you know, safety and health. But I mean, we both went to public schools. Okay. I came from coming in the classroom with like 35 plus kids in a public school. And, you know, public schools aren't that sanitary. So for me, it's kind of like I'm more worried of what will happen just because of that many students. I mean, you can't kick kids out of their school. So that's my only worry, is just the health issue, and that's pretty much it. I mean, and you have all this shortage of vaccines that who knows how they're going to get distributed. It's just a matter of, you know, doing it like, yeah, let's do it. Let's open up schools, but do it cautiously.
So I think that what you're saying with the schools are not sanitary. Well, I mean, it is an issue, but I feel like if they incorporate all of that, like the hand sanitizers and cleaning the desks and everything, I think it should be a what the?
Technical difficulties.
It's not mine, 'cause I can hear it.
I'm sorry. There we go. I think we're connected. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry guys, a little bit of technical difficulties.
So what I was saying was,
your train of thought. I'm so sorry.
No worries. No, yeah, but
I'm so sorry. If we could just continue, I think we'll be good. Don't move. Okay.
Okay. So what I was saying was, that obviously they're not very clean, like the schools and everything. And I agree with you, because I used to be at a school too where it was pretty dirty too. But you know, I think the priority is to have kids being back at school, and if that means that they have to do cleaning more more often and more, more careful. Like they have to be more careful about where they're cleaning and how they're cleaning. I think that it should be fine. And again, they're all wearing masks, right? They're gonna be wearing masks. I'm assuming that they're gonna have the desks be separated a little bit more. They're not gonna be as clustered or as close together in close proximities. And yeah, I think it should be fine. But that's kind of, I do find that funny that or not funny, but interesting that they're doing that where they're rotating teachers. The only time I've heard about that is with my parents. My parents, it used to be like that in Mexico. Or it is like that in Mexico. Like they don't rotate. The students don't rotate.
The kids just stay there, and it's
the teachers is the one that rotate. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it makes sense because, like, say you do have a kid who is infected with the virus, right? That kid's just gonna stay there. He's just gonna be on one desk. He's not gonna move, right? So he's not gonna go around like spreading it to other kids.
Yeah.
So I think if they were to have a case of someone with COVID, it's just that one kid that had it, and he's only spreading it to the kids around him.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It makes sense. But other than that, I support it. I think the kids should go back to school for sure. And your girl got vaccinated, right?
Yeah, she got her shot this past week ish.
Yeah. So you should be fine. She should be fine.
Yeah.
How's she feeling?
She's feeling good. I mean, the symptoms, it was just a little bit of fatigue, but that was pretty much it. I mean, none of the hard stuff. She's going to get her second one, I think, closer to the end of this month. Yeah.
Have they said anything about restaurants getting the vaccine? Anything like that?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they're called essential workers, but no, I haven't heard anything. What about you on your end?
No, that's what I'm asking you.
Your health insurance, nothing?
No. I don't think. I mean, I think we are considered essentials. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God. We're going to have to get new cables.
We really are. These ones are fucked up already.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep on talking about, COVID is happening, but I don't want to keep on making it the whole base of the episode about COVID.
Yeah.
So kind of to lighten up the mood, football season is over, but there's a lot of speculation and a lot of news coming up that, Russell Wilson, quarterback for the Seahawks, he's going to jam.
He's going to jam? Oh,
he wants out, So I've been hearing the Colts. I don't know who else might pick him up, but in other news, J.J. Watt, before Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Texans, he is now on his way to the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice. I didn't know that.
I mean, not nice, but who knows? I've been seeing these memes, and it's crazy because Larry Fitzgerald has been their wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals for a while now, since he got drafted, and since last season, J.J. Watt has just been talking about how he wants a ring before he retires and he wants to win a championship and all this and that, and the Packers having wanting J.J. Watt, and the Saints wanting J.J. Watt, and the Bills and the Browns, and all of a sudden he says that he wants to go to a winning team, and he decides to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
I was gonna say that I thought they lost at an early stage. Then
who did?
The Packers and the Cardinals, right? Or
or
which bracket did they lose on?
Well, they're part of the West here. The NFC West. And so yeah, dude, I mean the only the only teammate that he has is DeAndre Hopkins, Kyle Murray.
Yeah. Okay, in your own opinion, who should he have gone to in order for him to get a ring?
The Rams.
Okay.
No cap. No cap. The Rams. The Rams.
Really?
Imagine you have J.J. Watt and Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Okay.
And Matt Stafford as your quarterback. Jesus. I mean, come on, the Saints.
I'm asking you. I'm not. Don't ask me. You're the if you that's what you're saying, then okay.
I mean, he could have also gone to, I don't know, the Bills. The Bills are a pretty playoff contender.
You think so?
The Packers are a playoff contender if they don't choke with that many interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So he just wanted out because Texans kind of trash.
Yeah.
Same with
poor
Watson,
Deshaun.
right?
Poor Deshaun Watson. He wants out, but they won't release him.
So that's that won't happen. He won't be.
I mean, I hope it happens. He's not happy, but you know, best luck to Deshaun Watson.
Dude, he was such a good player for me. Man, he gave me so many points.
He's trash.
Okay, so when does the new season start?
4?
I actually forgot. What?
Next football season?
Yeah.
It's gonna be in fall next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have time to get better. Whoa. What was that? That was weird. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up,
Yeah,
I guess,
seriously.
there. Anthony, but before we can go, can you please, please put on my cue music for my shout-outs? All right, if you could please cue my shout-out music, Anthony. All righty, thank you, Anthony. So today we only have a couple of shout-outs. I guess a lot of people are shy. We have, I'm in a giving mood. I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a Starbucks gift card. How about that? So you guys have until the next you guys have until, where are we? So today's March 2nd. You guys have until March 8th, which is kind of a week, to claim your prizes. And these shout outs are going to go for, so this is at Arvar with the Flow. And he says, shout out to my Jer Bear, which is Jarrell. I give him.
Oh, that's Jer Bear?
Jer Bear, yeah.
What? Since when?
It's been a while.
Okay.
And the second one we have is at Antonio_3K. He says, shout out to my boy Adrian Vargas for copying me a Switch. Jesus. I guess.
You got him a Switch?
Yeah.
The Nintendo console.
I guess a Nintendo Switch. Unless a light switch. Who knows? Or a light switch. Who knows?
I'll be that surprised.
Anyways, Arvar with the floor. You are a nice person. Okay, guys. So make sure.
I thought you meant Antonio 3K.
Well, yeah. Adrian Vargas is Arvar with the flow.
You just said Antonio 3K.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Switch.
That's what he said. Shout out to my boy Adrian Vargas for copying me the Switch.
Oh, I thought you said Arbor with the Flow.
That's his at. Adrian Vargas' at is Arvar with the Flow.
Is it?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. He's a nice person for doing that. Anyways.
Because they don't have their names. That's why. It's fucking something else.
Anyways, boys, you guys have until March 8th to claim your Starbucks gift card provided by Bravado Talk here.
Yes, sir.
Anthony and Eddie. Anyways, Anthony, where can they look us up for our social media and give their kind shout outs at?
You can find us at Twitter and Instagram at Bravado Talk. And you can listen to this podcast at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you're in YouTube, please give us a like, comment, subscribe. It feeds the algorithm. Mm-hmm. You already know what it is.
Yep. And just like the post-credit scene, let us know how you like WandaVision. We're definitely going to talk about it the next episode. Mm-hmm. So have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
See ya.